You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it back there. Yeah, I got game, got in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on.
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Once a Week. I'm Billy Giannouloudis. If you haven't been keeping up with our recent videos, then you guys are in for a treat today, because we've got special guest Andrea Urciuoli back on the show. Now, in the recent weeks, we've been talking about mindfulness, we've gone into ego, and it being a new year, 2019 is here. We want to dive into something that you guys have probably heard before, but we want to take it even deeper with you guys and show you the true power of gratitude. Now, Andrea, thank you for being on the show. How about you start us up?
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Billy. Thanks for starting bright and early today on this freezing morning. So, gratitude. I'm not going to sit and define gratitude. We are grateful. We are grateful for this experience. I'm grateful to Billy and his show and this space. But through mindfulness, I think we need to find ways to be grateful for the good and bad experiences in life. And I know people are already going to be alarmed and saying, oh, is she crazy? I had a horrible experience this year. I'm not grateful. That's never going to happen to me again. You do need to be grateful for good and bad experiences.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Because there is the lesson.
Yeah.
We learn the lesson through the bad experiences, and that's when we start to grow.
Yeah.
That's when we start to put that next step forward of helping ourselves, and therefore we can help others.
Yeah.
So, for instance, through a difficult experience that I had in the past couple of years, I couldn't wrap my brain around being grateful for it.
Exactly.
I didn't understand it, but the reason why today I'm so grateful for it, because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have researched mindfulness.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet you.
Yeah.
And to be in this space and all the great people that you and I have been able to touch and help and reach out to.
Exactly.
Well, we were not only helping them,
exactly.
They in turn were helping us and are still helping us.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
No, 100%. And it's true. It's easy to just say, oh, you got to be grateful, because so many of us are. It's easy to be grateful for the good moments, but being grateful for the tough times are what makes you tougher. But the tough times are what teaches you the biggest lessons you could have in life. So if you think about it, like you said, like whatever your tough situations you've made it through, at first when you're sitting there, yes, you're having a tough time. You're in pain, and you're like, how could I be grateful for this? How could I be happy or even thankful that this bad time happened to me? And then down the line, if you're able to see it, you're going to see how that taught you something.
Yes.
But being grateful right at the start of that bad moment, it may be tough, but truthfully, in my experiences, that's when I start to see the doors that are opening because of that lesson that I'm learning in that moment. It grows us in such a specific way, and you only get to see the opportunities, you only get to see the light when you are thankful for the bad time. And it's very tough for someone to just come out the gate and be like, all right, no, thank you for X, Y, and Z for the bad times that happen. But if it's so easy to be thankful for the good times, something I really started to realize is, say you have a tough situation that occurs between you, a significant other, or someone in the family, and later in life you're able to talk about the good times, but that still is lingering, that bad time.
Yeah.
If you're thankful for the good times because of that person, you need to be just as thankful for whatever happened, because that person brought the good times in. You can't get to pick the good and the bad that that person brings into your life, because regardless, that person was there for a reason to teach you the lesson that you learned, if you can be thankful for it to continue to move forward. Do you agree with that?
That's the mindful piece of it. That's when I keep bringing, like, mindfulness is the umbrella to all of our topics.
Exactly.
You know, the mirroring and the ego, and now today we're talking about being grateful, okay, I am grateful for, the flowers that somebody gave me last week. I'm grateful for my fabulous dinner I had last night, and for all my friends and this and that in my home. Okay, we are aware of that. We're self-aware.
Yeah.
But to actually slow down,
Yeah.
relax your mind and your body, and I know this sounds a little out there, but to meditate through this,
Yeah.
calming the brain to say, what's the lesson here? Instead of saying, and I was the first one to say, why did this happen to me?
Mm-hmm.
Why me? Why was I picked? Well, you know why I was picked. I wasn't handpicked, but it was life happening for me,
Yeah.
not to me. It was to show me
Exactly.
the way. And I'm going to say this word again, the journey.
Yeah.
It's to put you on that path to start to help yourself,
Yeah.
so you can reach out and help all these people that are in
100%.
the same
Exactly.
road, trajectory, however you want to
Yeah.
name it. So I want to bring up an example.
Mhm.
So it took me a while to get to that place of self-awareness, realization, to get out of blame, shame, victimization. I am a little bit more self-aware, so it didn't take that long. But I have an acquaintance in my life, a friend of mine,
Mhm.
that she had gone through a similar experience, but way before me, years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And since we've been together and hanging out and talking together, I noticed that she always has a cold, always has an ailment, always has something going on in her life, and I couldn't figure out why. Why her? Why is she always sick? This and that.
Yeah.
Started to understand it, because what is here? Her energy field is always glass is half empty.
Okay.
This happened to me. This should not have happened to me. There's a lot of blame and shame, and she's stuck in victimization. Well, that can actually make you sick.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the self-sabotage.
Yeah.
And without me, she knows that I'm into the yoga and the mindfulness and the, eating healthy and doing all the right things. And she said, what, Andrea, that's your thing. That's your journey. That's not for everybody. And you can't make somebody drink your Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You can't force it. But if you step back after you plant that seed and just
Exactly.
let it go, recently she came up to me and said to me, finally, after all these years, I'm going to start to meditate.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I'm going to start to stop
Yeah.
and get rid of my electronics for a couple of hours a day. I'm going to start to engage a little bit of yoga. You know what? That right there sounds so small to somebody out there. It was enormous to me, because you take that one step
Yeah.
to being more grateful and to shift whatever comes out of your mouth is who you are.
Yeah.
I'm already seeing changes in her.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, no, that's
So-
incredible too. And there are so many flags popping up in my head too, because a lot of what you said connects to my background. And I have a Christian background, so when you're saying the journey, I look at the destiny that every single one of us has. And you have to be thankful for the bad times, or in all honesty, a lot of what you were saying, you gotta trust the process, or plant the seed in someone to help them grow. Like that to me is all like, that's what I've grown up on, where you gotta trust the big man upstairs that I don't get why this happened.
Yeah.
It hurts, but I know it's for my better. And then to connect how all of the videos with you have started to come about, like you said, part of your journey, part of your destiny was to go through these processes, which opened up a door where me and you could try and help others.
Right, right.
I look at my journey, my destiny that has happened to me is just, I've gone through pain. I've had this massive dream since I was younger to try and help people, to speak, to try and help people in so many incredible ways.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how.
Yeah.
And then through the pain, the bad times that I am now thankful for, it sparked it in me to go out. Like, you got to take action. You got to go after helping people. You got to go after your dream. And that's why this has all come about to me, because we've been through tough times.
Yeah.
We're not saying that they're gone. There may still be more tough
Always
times to
roadblocks.
come.
Always, yeah.
But the process you learn through every single one of those lessons is incredible. If you can take a step back, your perspective shift, kind of like what your friend has done.
Yeah.
Your perspective, you don't live your reality, you live your perspective. But if you can take a step back from, why did this happen to me, to why did this happen to me?
Yeah.
And be thankful for
Yeah.
it, and just realize, like, all right, what's the next step?
Right.
Like your friend is doing.
Right.
All right, take a step back from everything that's transpired in her life. Like, you know what? I will give Andrea a shot.
Yeah.
I will do what she's done.
Yeah.
And she's seeing results.
Yeah.
But it had to come to that point.
Key word, trust.
Yeah.
So, trusting, I love that. Thanks, Billy. That's you say it's like you read my mind. So, trusting the process.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a great example that I learned from somebody that motivates me.
Mm-hmm.
If we walk through life with the notion that I'm always going to wait for when the other shoe falls off.
Oh.
Like, if I'm going to do this, something bad might happen to me. I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Because you've just put that out there to the universe. So if we decided to do this together with the ego up, all the fears in the world, which we're human, it's happened to us.
Yeah,
Is this going to work? Are they going to like this video? Am I going to meet Billy on time? If the ego stays up and we don't trust the process, and we have a fear that when is the other shoe going to fall off, it's probably going to fall off because we've already put that out there.
Exactly.
And we've decided, there's a piece of us that have decided that the process might not work. You can't even put that out there for a second.
Yeah.
That's why I go into the mindfulness and relax your face, shoulders, neck, start with your breath work. If you believe in something and you know it's good, you're not going to harm anybody. We're not harming ourselves. We're doing this for all the right reasons because we now know what true gratitude is.
Yeah.
And we have faith in the process. There's nowhere to go but
Exactly.
up, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. What you focus on. You know, Tony Robbins, who I was trained by, his quote is where your mind goes, energy flows. So what you focus on will go. If you focus on the negativity, like Andrea just explained, you're going to see it more in your life. If you focus on the pain or the bad thing that just happened to you, you're going to see more bad things. That's why I said at the start of this video, if you can focus on being thankful for that moment, you're going to start to see the good stuff, the doors opening because of that moment that came through. But you need to trust the process and have faith in it as well that you just said, and I believe that 100%. But if you're going to focus on all the negativity, all the bad things that have happened to you, it puts a foothold on your mind, it puts a foothold on your heart, and it does put a foothold on your spirit, your soul, whichever you want to call it, and that keeps you from growing. But if you can lift your head up to try and focus on the good things that are coming about because of what has transpired, be thankful because something's about to happen in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like a holistic, and I want to say quantum approach because I do study a little bit of quantum healing and it sounds like a word that's so complicated. It's truly not. It's exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Quantum energy. Everything's energy. This table's energy, your energy, I am, the sky, the moon, the suns, that backpack. It's all energy. It's you are what you think, and that is quantum.
Yeah.
If you believe that a situation is going to happen in that way, then it probably will.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in yourself, you've already put that out there. Another thing with holistic and quantum healing too, how you view and think of other people.
Yeah.
If you view that person is out there to harm you, it's unbelievable how you can actually put things out there in the universe that, no, that person's not a good person. He or she's out to get me.
Yeah.
It's going to keep happening because you keep putting that same negative energy out to the universe. And it sounds cliche. I've tested it. It is true.
Yeah.
But when you are around someone that's negative and you shift your way of thinking to that person that has harmed you to, all right, that person's not that bad. Maybe they were hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe they went through something. When you start to shift your way of thinking in that light to a more positive way of thinking about that person, it does shift and it changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put an idea in my head too.
Okay, yeah.
I want to challenge every single viewer right now that if something happens between now and next week's video or whatever it may be, I want you to challenge yourself and test yourself to respond differently. If you're coming across someone that you may not be too fond of, they may be a negative person, you're a positive person, whatever it may be, shift your perspective on that person.
Yes.
Don't let their negativity get to you. Don't let the negativity that comes from a bad moment get to you. Take back control of your mind, take back control of your heart, whatever it may be, and shift it. And just watch as that gratefulness, that gratitude comes back to you because, hey, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm going to focus on the good things in my life. I'm going to focus on the positivity, the blessings that are coming to me. And watch as you focus on those begin to multiply. You're not going to have to sink down to someone's level. You're going to stay your own level and continue to grow to other levels. I challenge every single one of you to do that because the result is just incredible. And I try to do that on a daily basis. So try to do it at least once between now and next week's video or whatever it may be. And just see what results you get as that becomes part of your pattern, part of your habit. Game over, you win.
So one more thing to add. That was great, by the way. Great point. To leave everybody off with, it's January, it's 2019, everybody has resolutions, whether it's to go to the gym and eat better or be kinder or give to charity or whatever it is. But to start off by acknowledging that it is your birthright to be happy.
Yeah.
But you're not going to just get up in the morning and buy yourself a new jacket and get some new makeup and say, I'm just going to be a happy person. That is not, it's not going to work. That's the ego. That was our topic last time.
Yeah.
So if it's your birthright, it is your birthright for all of us, everybody who's living, a living being to be happy. It starts within.
Yeah.
And it starts with stopping blaming the person across from you that hurt you.
Yeah.
Shifting your way of thinking to that is their path. They came from a different place. There is a reason why this happened. And maybe just internally go within and view them as a good person. You will start to see the shifts in that person.
Exactly.
It's the energy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you're around that, if you're doing that, thinking about that person and trying to find the good that they bring, I think that that's a big thing with people is that there is some amount of good in every single person.
Yeah.
I don't know what situation may come up with certain people, but there is. And if you try to use your mind to think about the good in that person, your mood begins to get better around that person, which in turn shifts their mood to come back to you.
It's true.
Right?
All about the energy.
Yeah, no, it's
mirror,
incredible.
remember the mirror effect?
That was another video we did.
Because if you're walking into a room and you're like, there he is. That's the person that hurt me. He's going to do it again. You've already put it out there. And your stance, your posture, your face, everything about you, you're giving off this energy of it's going to happen again. It will absolutely repeat itself because you have just asked for it.
Exactly. Yeah, I get
so
that.
Shifting it to, believe in everybody. Everybody deserves a chance and the right to be a better person.
Yeah.
It starts with them.
Exactly. And then with everything we talked about, guys, thinking about other people, whatever it may be, taking time for yourself to find the peace that you need to find that true happiness that starts within. Be thankful for the situations that are occurring in your life. I get it, that's a term that some people may think is cliche, but when you actually take a second to think about this and be thankful for every single moment, you start to have a lot of better moments.
That's true.
Be thankful for the bad times. Be incredibly thankful for the good times. But regardless, you're here. You have something to do here. You have a dream. You got a goal. You have a life.
Yeah.
Be happy in it. That's up to you. But that's your choice. Just like it is to make a choice. Am I going to think about them the way Andrea just described to us? Or am I going to take a chance to think about them and shift it to be something better? That is totally up to you guys. But it being the new year, start off on the right foot. Be grateful that this year is here. Yes, you have New Year's resolutions. Yes, you have goals that you want to accomplish. Be grateful in the fact that you're going to accomplish every single one of those. And despite what roadblocks, bad times, negativity pop up, that's trying to get it to have a better result when you get to the end of your goal. Be grateful. Be happy for the good, for the bad, and just watch what happens in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. But that being said, guys, take that challenge. Start this year off on the right foot. Be grateful for everything that happens. Hey, I'm grateful for you guys for watching this video.
Me too.
Yeah. Hey, have a good one, guys. We're going to be back with another video soon. Thank you.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it.